Hello, my name is Rob Bennett and I'm the co-founder of FranFinders. We're a franchise consulting company, and today we're going to talk about how to fund a franchise. The exciting part of what we do is helping people find a business, helping them leave their job, or helping them build their empire by buying another business, or even helping them build a legacy for their family. But the heavy lifting comes in is when we have to help them finance or fund their franchise. That's a big question mark. How do I pay for this? Well, usually there's a handful of different ways, and the first one's really simple. Cash. Show me the money, right? If you've got cash set aside in a savings or in a non-retirement account, we can use that cash to put towards a business. Sounds simple, right? Well, except for the fact that the franchises that we normally work with have an average investment range of $50,000 to $150,000. So unless you have that set aside in cash and ready to go, it's a little bit of a stumbling block for most people. So the next system that we look at is pulling it out, which is home equity. If you've got a property that has equity in it, which means you own, it's worth more than what you owe, that's equity. You can go to the bank, you can pull out a home equity line, and as long as you've got the ability to pay back that line, then the bank will go ahead and find some sort of equity position in that home. You can use that as a purchase for a business. Another step would be to roll over any type of retirement account. So you can roll it over. So a retirement account is either a 401k or an IRA that you have control over. And there's a program that's called rollover program, where you can actually take the funds from your 401k, roll them over into a self-directed IRA, and then you can then use those funds to finance a business that you own. Now, there's a lot of paperwork involved. There's a third-party administrator that has to manage that rollover. The benefit is that you avoid that early withdrawal penalty from the IRS. So there are some tax consequences in using that rollover plan, so you really have to pay attention that it's done right. You probably would need at least $40,000 or so in that account to be able to use that effectively, in my opinion, for that rollover. Also, you'll probably need a tax attorney and a CPA who's familiar with that type of program, but it's called rolling it over a self-directed IRA. And finally, you can borrow the money. Now, we work with many small business administrator banks, SBA-approved banks, and their biggest program is called the Advantage Plan, which are the 7A loans. And right now, our most popular loan that we're working with is called it goes up to $150,000 unsecured. So if you needed operating capital up to $150,000, you can go ahead and apply for that loan. The SBA does invest in startup franchises, especially if they're already pre-approved on what's called the franchise registry. All you would need for this type of loan is at least have a 10% cash injection, so that goes back up to the cash, 10% cash injection. So if you wanted the full $150,000, then you need to have at least $15,000 to put towards that loan. You also need to have a FICO score that's in a good to above range. 680 is what we're currently looking at now. And you need to have some sort of net worth. You need to own more than what you owe, a positive net worth, and you need to have the ability to pay back the note, pay back that loan that's not dependent on the income from the business. So either a working spouse or you keep your day job while you've got this loan. So I covered all the different ways that we help you fund a franchise: cash, using home equity, using a rollover of your retirement accounts, or just borrowing it straight out. We work with many great folks, and if you need to contact me or you have questions, just email me, robert@franfinders.com. That's robert@franfinders.com, and we'll talk soon.